On the outskirts of the Roman Empire, in a quiet Greek village, lived an old Stoic philosopher named Ariston. He had once been an advisor to the emperor, but grew weary of palace intrigues and withdrew to a simple stone hut by the sea. Young patricians often came to him, wishing to learn wisdom, but most left after just a week. They thought the old man was too silent and didn't give ready answers. One day, a young man named Lucius came to him. He was intelligent, wealthy, and impatient. "Ariston," said Lucius, "I have read all your scrolls. I know the works of Zeno and Epictetus. I am ready for a great life. But tell me, how do I preserve my strength? How do I not lose myself among fools and flatterers?" Ariston was silent for a long time, gazing at the sea. Then he turned and said, "Come." He led the youth to the marketplace, where the crowd was noisy. There, in the very center, stood an old well. Ariston lowered a clay jug into it, drew water, and raised it high above his head. "Look," said the old man, "what do you see?" "Water," replied Lucius. Ariston slowly tilted the jug. Water poured down into the dust and instantly soaked into the ground. "And now?" "You spilled the water. It went into the mud," the youth said in confusion. "This is your soul," Ariston answered quietly. "You can carry wisdom within you, like this jug carries water. But if you pour it out before the crowd, it will sink into the dust." There are 3 things an intelligent person never shares with others. Do you wish to know them? Lucius nodded eagerly. Ariston lowered the empty jug and led the youth away from the square, into the silence of an olive grove. There he stopped and spoke. "Never speak of your main goal to those who do not walk beside you," Ariston began. "Look at this stream." He pointed to a thin stream flowing between stones. If water flows silently, it reaches the sea. But if every traveler begins to draw from it, throw stones into it, or divert it, the stream will dry up before it even reaches the valley. Lucius frowned. "But shouldn't one seek advice? Share one's dream?" "Seek advice, yes, with the wise. Tell everyone no. When you loudly announce your goal, your soul begins to believe the deed is already done. The joy of telling steals the energy of action. And besides, the envious always throw stones into the stream that flows faster than theirs. The second thing is your shame, your falls, your darkest nights," Ariston continued. "Look at the olive trees." He pointed to gnarled, old trunks. Their roots go deep into the earth. No one sees how they cling to rocks, how they struggle with drought. People see only the fruit. If a tree began to display its twisted roots to everyone, it would wither. Lucius lowered his eyes. "I have made many mistakes," he said quietly. "That is your wealth," replied the old man, "but only if you keep it within. He who lays bare his scars before everyone becomes a slave to pity. People will pity you instead of respecting you. And pity is worse than contempt. It robs you of strength." "But what about confession? What about purification?" asked the youth. "Confess to the sea. Confess to the stars. Confess to one wise man, if you find such a one. But not to the crowd. The crowd does not forgive. It only remembers weak points." The third, and most important, Ariston's voice became softer than the wind. "Never speak of whom you truly love." He picked up a stone and threw it into the sea. Ripples spread across the water. Do you see the ripples? If you throw a stone, the waves spread far. So it is with words about love. Once spoken, they spread endlessly, and one day, your love may be used against you. Or worse, others may interfere with it. Lucius asked, "But love is light. Should it hide?" "The light of a candle illuminates a home, but is extinguished by the wind," replied Ariston. "Love that is shouted in the square becomes a spectacle. Love kept in the heart becomes power. The one you love is not a trophy to boast about. It is your quiet harbor. Do not show it to foreign ships." They stood long on the shore. The sun was setting into the sea. "Ariston," asked Lucius, "you said an intelligent person does not share these three things. But did you not just share wisdom with me? You revealed a secret to me." The old man smiled for the first time all day. "Because I am old, and I look at you and see not a crowd, but a man ready to listen. But remember, now this knowledge is yours. Do not tell it to just anyone. Otherwise, it will become empty sound." Lucius bowed and left. Many years later, he became a wise ruler, and his enemies could not break him because they never learned neither his true goal, nor his secret pain, nor the name of the one he loved. And on Ariston's grave, his disciples carved just 3 words. He knew when to be silent,